Welcome back to Studio Chatter. We love it when a local performer comes to the show, and we'll even come back again. Let's welcome Cherie Call back to the Chatter. Welcome.
Welcome back.
Thank you for the invite. It's great to be here.
You look amazing.
Yeah.
It is.
What have you been doing with yourself?
Lots of performances and some songwriting, lots of stuff. So
Well, it's
a busy
treating you
time.
well.
Oh, thank you.
And you have a new album.
I do. Yes, you can see it here. It's called A Merry Little Christmas. The writing is really tiny, so they probably can't tell. But it's
I
a
love
Christmas.
that.
It's a new Christmas project. So yeah.
So is it just released?
Yeah, just I guess about a month ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you produce it?
Well, most Christmas projects you hear are never recorded when it's snowy outside.
It's like during Fiesta Days, for example.
Yep, it's usually pretty hot outside.
Is that weird?
It's a little odd, but I don't know, that's just kind of the deal. You have to get it done. Sometimes you hang Christmas lights in the studio and kind of just do the best you can. I actually recorded the vocals for this project when we had all those fires. So I had to keep postponing the sessions because the smoke affected my voice. So
it was bad,
we kind of got it all done in the nick of time because we had to wait so long to do those vocals. But that's the least. I mean, a lot of people had a lot more inconveniences than that.
Wow, just a little bit.
And I love the whole decor. You're wearing your
Vintage.
coat.
Yeah, that's my mother's
right.
coat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And it looks snowy in the background.
Yeah, that picture was taken in late April.
Oh, no way.
So they kind of blurred the trees a little bit. So
Right. And give it the wintry look.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. It's
Well, I was in my car the other day, and I don't even know what I was doing or where I was going, but I heard your name, and they said that you were performing at Southtown, and that you've had some local gigs going on, I guess. And I'm like, hey, I know her, and I knew that you were going to be coming here, so that's super exciting.
Wow.
It is. Yeah, I'm really happy to be here. So
So how many gigs would you say you do throughout the year? And then I suppose it's busier.
I'm a busy mom, and I'm also
Yes.
a teacher, so I don't do as many gigs as maybe other artists might do, but I do a couple things a month. And then at Christmas time, there's several things each week. So,
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you like kids, ramen, and pizza. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
There has been a lot of pizza at our house this month.
Cereal. Cereal is always a good one too.
Oh
It
man!
has to be.
But
yes.
really, how do you find that balance, or how do you make that work?
Well, I have a good team. Everybody's got to have a team, right?
Sure.
But I have people who help me out. But I think also, in general, I love that my kids can see what it looks like to have a dream, and I want them to know that I'm there for their dreams too. But they know, like, there are times when, sometimes one person has a lot going on and everybody kind of rallies, and that's kind of what we do, and it seems to work. I mean,
Good.
I try to make it. I mean, if every month was like December, then we would die. But I think we can pull through for 1 month.
Sometimes that's, I think, why January is so refreshing.
It really is. Yeah.
Like, we can hibernate a little bit like the animals,
Right.
right?
So yes, absolutely. Last you were here, I think it's when you had the children's album. So do you have some aspiring little musicians in your house?
A little bit, yeah. My 2 daughters have been taking some voice lessons, and every Sunday I have a little alarm on my phone, and when it chimes, I know it's time to take a little bit of time with each kid and teach them a guitar chord or a ukulele chord.
I
or do a thing
love
like
that.
They don't do intensive lessons or anything, but not yet anyway. But it's just kind of a fun way to teach them a little bit at a time. That's just fun.
Oh,
So.
I
That's a
love
great
that.
idea.
I
I
want to be
like
your
that.
child. I want to learn ukulele chords. That's amazing.
Oh. So for your music, how do you come up with the songs? Each individual song, does it have a history? Like for this first one, these are the Christmas songs, but in the past, when you've written your music, how have you come up with the
How
song?
do you find the inspiration?
Yeah, to
where does it
write a
come from?
song.
I find it from everywhere. In fact, 4 of the songs on this are songs that I wrote about Christmas time. So yeah, I think I just really find the inspiration from everywhere. One of the songs that I'm going to sing for you today, my husband does sound for a lot of different artists, but right now he's on tour with Michael McLean doing the Forgotten Carols. And he's been doing this, I think this is his 19th year doing the show. He's been a part of that show longer than I've been in his life.
Wow.
So it's always been Christmas time. He's always been gone for half of November and most of December. And so we love that job. We love that show. The people in it are like family to us, but we're always so happy when he's finally back. And so I wrote this song called Come Home, and it's just kind of about how we're excited for him to get home just in time for Christmas, because they do these shows right up until Christmas,
Right.
and just how we're all happy that he can finally come home. So if someone else is missing someone at Christmas time, it might be for some other reason, but for me, it's not in the song exactly, but for me it's my husband who's on the road. So.
Okay, I
Yeah.
like that. So to change the subject, crowdfunding. What is that?
So I'm sure everyone has been on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, and they've seen a musician friend or an artist friend or a filmmaker who is posting something from Kickstarter or from GoFundMe. Or I guess GoFundMe is more like for medical, like for emergencies and things, but Pledge Music, there's different things like that.
Okay.
So it makes it so. Usually a big record, in the past anyway, and still a little bit now, a big record company would front the money for a project, and then they have to recoup all of that, and then once they do that, then the artist can start getting a little bit of money from the project. And that's how projects were done. And there was just a limited number of people who could have access to those record labels, but now, now indie artists have this tool of crowdfunding, where the people who would have wanted to purchase the album anyway, or who would want to support you as an artist, they can. You can offer different rewards, or like they could pre-order the album, and that's like maybe the easiest thing to do. If you were going to buy the album anyway, you could order it and pay for it. And all that money can go towards how much it costs to produce the project.
Okay.
Or for bigger amounts of money, like I offered house concerts where I would go and do maybe someone's event in their backyard or in their living room, and they would invite friends. Or I would write a song for a special occasion. So there are different things that you can offer.
My gosh.
And then people can pay money for that, and you use all that money to pay for the recording studio and the musicians and all the things that you have to do to make the album. And so you are able to do that and actually recoup all of your costs before, like a lot of the costs anyway, before you even release the album. So it's kind of nice. It takes a lot of stress. I mean, raising the money is always a little bit of like, I hope we can do it, but then after that, you can create the project and you release it out into the world, and you don't have quite the stress at that point of, is it going to pay for itself and all that other kind of stuff. So
That is an ever-changing industry.
it really is, yeah.
So, what does it mean to you, or how do you like being called an indie artist?
I love it because I have so much, artistic freedom. I can do whatever project I feel like doing, I can do that. Or if I know something that I know that my fans want, I don't have to clear it through a big committee. I don't have to do or make it sound a certain way that's going to make someone else happy. I can do it exactly how I want, or exactly what I know my fans want. And I can shape all of that because I'm the person who's in charge of it. Sometimes there's kind of a weight on your shoulders with that, I've got to do all this stuff. So that's another thing, but artistically, I love it. I can just do the things that I want to do.
So as people are watching this show, is there anything that we could suggest for them to support you? Like
where they can go.
Yeah, where can they go besides just buying your Christmas album? If anyone wanted to schedule you for an event, maybe plan ahead for next summer or something.
Yeah, you can just contact me through CherieCall.com. You can send me a note if you wanted me to come and do a house concert, which I love doing those. Or you can find the album just in all the places. It's not in stores, but you can find it in all the online places.
Okay.
Amazon, iTunes.
Okay.
You can order the CDs from my website. But I would just say, whenever you see an artist who's doing this, where they're doing a crowdfunding thing, the best thing you can do is just if you can't buy the album or if you can't contribute financially, help spread the word. I think that is the best thing, because this is how stuff gets made now. I just think fewer people buy music. There's not as much money to put into music, and this is how we do it now.
I don't even think I heard of crowdfunding, so that's a new thing for me tonight.
Yeah, that's really
Well,
good.
we are thrilled to steal a bit of your time during this busy season and to have you perform. So
Yes.
that will be coming up next. We get to hear some of the new songs from Cherie's album. Stay with us.